Did you know that one of Formula One's most fearless drivers once raced not just against competitors but against death itself? His name, Gilles Villeneuve, the Little Prince. And the story doesn't stop with him. And the story doesn't end there. What really happened that fateful day on the track? Let's find out. May 8, 1982. The Ferrari explodes into debris. Behind the wheel was Gilles Villeneuve. Not just any driver. Someone Enzo Ferrari loved like a son. This crash changed everything. But why was Gilles pushing so hard? To understand, we need to go back to the beginning of 1982. The year that would haunt Formula One forever. Ferrari fans were convinced. This was their year. They had a redesigned car, a powerful turbo engine, and two fast young drivers, Gilles Villeneuve and Didier Pironi. Then the season started with chaos. At the first race, drivers refused to compete. They locked themselves in a hotel room. Why? A war was brewing between the sport's governing bodies. When drivers were forced to sign new contracts, they went on strike. Nearly 30 drivers crammed into one room. Look at the photos. Alain Prost and Gilles sharing a mattress. Imagine Hamilton and Verstappen doing that today. But for Villeneuve, this was special. He called it the best night of his life. A moment of brotherhood before everything fell apart. Moreover, on the track, Gilles was small but fearless. Daring. Willing to risk everything. They called him the Little Prince. He captured hearts. Fans loved him. Rivals respected him. And Enzo Ferrari? Having lost his own son at 20, Enzo's bond with Villeneuve went beyond racing. He was family. His teammate Pironi was different. Cold. Calculated. Methodical. Off-track, people saw him as arrogant, but he was just shy. Despite their differences, the two became close friends. They traveled together. Got into trouble together. An unbreakable bond. Or so it seemed. The first few races were disasters. Ferrari scored almost nothing. Then came San Marino. This was their chance to turn things around. And fate smiled on them. Most teams boycotted the race. Only 14 cars showed up. Their main rival Renault suffered mechanical failures. Ferrari was cruising to victory. Nothing could stop them now. Nothing except themselves. As the race neared its end, Villeneuve led. Ferrari ordered both drivers to slow down. Save fuel. Secure the win. Then Pironi overtook him. Gilles thought it was just for show. He retook the lead, not defending hard. But on the last lap, Pironi overtook Villeneuve to win at the last possible second. The crowd erupted. The team was shocked. But nobody was more devastated than Gilles. For Pironi, it was business. He claimed slow down didn't mean don't overtake. For Villeneuve, it was pure betrayal. In 1979, Gilles had refused to fight his teammate Jody Scheckter for the title. Out of respect. Out of loyalty. Now his own friend had stabbed him in the back. At the podium, Pironi looked annoyed. When reporters asked if they'd spoken, Gilles said, "I've declared war." He meant it. Our relationship was good. I trusted him. But I won't make that mistake again. Moreover, coming into Belgium, everything changed. The friendship was dead. Gilles wanted to prove he was better. Faster. Superior. May 8th, final qualifying. Pironi set a time just 0.1 seconds faster than Villeneuve. With 8 minutes left and worn tires, Gilles went out again. He was flying. Desperate to beat Pironi's time. Then he approached Johan Mass's slower car. Mass saw Villeneuve coming and moved right to let him through. At the same instant, Villeneuve also moved right. The collision happened at over 200 kilometers per hour. The Ferrari launched into the air, flew over 100 meters, then nosedived and disintegrated. Villeneuve, still strapped to his seat but without his helmet, was thrown another 50 meters into the catch fencing. Drivers rushed to help. Alain Prost was a complete mess. Others hid behind their helmets. But one image haunts everyone: Pironi holding two helmets. His own and his teammates'. Villeneuve suffered massive injuries, including a broken neck. They kept him alive until his wife arrived from Monaco. He died that Saturday night at 9:12. The tragedy was simple. His qualifying tires were shot. He should have been returning slowly to the pits. But he was at the limit. Beyond it. All to beat Pironi. In the aftermath, over 5,000 people attended his funeral, including Canada's Prime Minister. His coffin was draped in a checkered flag. His mother broke down in tears. Jody Scheckter, his former teammate, gave an emotional speech. Enzo Ferrari admitted, "He made Ferrari a household name and I was very fond of him." The circuit in Montreal was renamed Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. His number 27 appeared on flags worldwide. A corner at Zolder was named after him. But the season wasn't finished with tragedy. Pironi became Ferrari's last hope. He raced well, even leading the championship. Then came Germany. In heavy rain at Hockenheim, Pironi was flying. To 5 seconds faster than everyone. Obsessed. Desperate to win. He hit Alain Prost's Renault through a wall of spray. His Ferrari launched into the air. Just like at Zolder. The car disintegrated. Pironi's legs were completely shattered. His arm and ankle nearly crushed to dust. But he still begged doctors not to amputate. He survived. But his Formula One career was over. He lost the championship by 1 point while recovering in hospital. Years passed. Pironi slowly recovered. In 1987, while planning his F1 comeback, he competed in powerboat racing. August 23rd, off the Isle of Wight. His boat struck an oil tanker. It flipped. Pironi and his 2 crew members died instantly. The tragedy mirrored his teammate's death. His pregnant wife Catherine gave birth to twin sons. She named them Didier and Gilles, honoring both their father and his fallen friend. But what about the legacy? Let's discuss. Gilles Villeneuve's son Jacques followed his father into Formula One. In 1997, he achieved what his father never could. He became world champion. The first Canadian champion in history. May 8, 1982 changed Formula One forever. Not just because of one crash, but because it exposed the dangerous edge drivers walked. The price of glory. The cost of rivalry. Villeneuve once said, "I don't have any fear of a crash." If you believe it can happen to you, how can you do the job properly? That fearlessness made him a legend. But it also killed him. And 40 years later, the Tifosi still remember. At Imola, they paint, "Gilles, the legend will live forever." It has. And it always will.